Hello everybody, welcome to Ero Pc F3 round 7 in season 7, the Portuguese Grand Prix. Just a few moments away from getting ourselves underway. In the meantime, I'll introduce myself. My name is David, and commentating alongside me today I have Ryan.
Hello. Crap.
Nice! It's going so well until your mic decided, just not feeling it.
Oh, Jesus. Hello.
So we're 10 seconds away from getting into the lobby. Portugal's gonna be fun. It has hills. And my favourite corner name in racing existence.
What's that?
Well, the track, as we all know, is called Portimao. Guess the name of one of its corners.
Portimao.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So the one corner is named Portimao, and the rest of the track is called Portugal.
No, I promise there are other corners as well. I can hear a bit of feedback off of your mic.
I have no idea.
By the way, the bassy undertones of my sweet voice.
I'll fix that.
Just waiting for a few drivers to load in, and then we'll get underway for quali. No idea what the weather's like yet, so I'm hoping it's wet and then dry.
That should have fixed it. I might be a bit quiet, but that should have fixed it.
And then dry. I want people.
Wet Portugal would be hilarious.
I want people to constantly question the tyre they're on. Ideally, go for like a semi-wet start where not even Jeff knows which tyre's quicker. That'd be chaos. Just throw all principles of qualifying out the window to a degree. But we'll see. I haven't commentated a wet race in a while, so it'd be nice. Or at least a wet quali if the game wants to be half nice. A lot of dry running. Wow, look at that. The low-res hill.
Very bright.
And a beautiful 10-pixel black backdrop. I love it.
It is very bright.
Yeah, no, it's not barely even a cloud, let alone rain. I'm immediately disappointed. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is indeed.
Brilliant.
How was
JP
Turex race last week? Because I wasn't there.
Turex race last week.
Did he leave everyone 20 seconds in the dust?
He didn't do what he did. He I think he came like 5th or something. Can't remember, but yeah, he didn't have a good showing.
Okay.
The driver that had a really good showing was Fadia, but he unfortunately didn't win. The person who won, I believe, was Mishler, I want to say, but I can't...
Probably. Mishler and Hill are tied for points at the top of the championship. I think they've got 83 points each, so like 25 points plus ahead of the field. Which is it's cool. I like seeing a 2-horse race. I've seen a lot of 1-horse races in the PC divisions so far, so...
Oh,
well...
No.
It's just the thing about fast Red Bulls at the moment.
Drake.
Oh yeah, Drake is... We don't even need to talk about how quick Drake is. I'm on board with Sancho at the moment. I'd like to view all of these drivers as potential future Drake Dempseys. Just for shits and giggles, really. But Sancho, is coming through Sector 3 at the moment. Probably one of my favourite sections on the entire calendar. Just the uphill, downhill, sweeping corners. It's a lot of fun. Can't quite spot your next corner apex until you're actually up the hill. Until you spin, yeah. I mean, we're going to see probably about half the grid spin. I wouldn't be surprised.
I think the majority of drivers would spin.
Yeah. And Sancho was on his hot lap now, so I was still on board with him. Going through turn 1 Primera, kind of want to downshift to 6th gear and carry as much speed as possible. Turn 2 is not really a corner into Lagos, which is turn 3. Turn 4 is going to catch people out. Kind of want to avoid the curb if you want to guarantee yourself going up the hill. It gets the pace quite nicely there. Going down the back straight, I suppose, into Torovip, turn 5. Turn 6 again, not really a corner, just the left hand keep, just going to leave you into turn 7. Want to downshift into 6th here and carry as much speed again. Don't touch the inside curb because you will drift. Going through Samsung, the uphill right-hander, turn 8, and then this is my favourite bit. Up the hill, sweeping left-hander of 9, that's Craig Jones. Turn 10 and 11, that's Portimao. You can take a lot of that inside curve and get away with it as well. Through turn 12, a lot of corners that are kind of like half corners here, not really braking zones. Turn 13, kind of a hairpin into Sagres, which is quite a long hairpin. And then turn 15 it's a corner, but you're only accelerating here. You just want to stay tight on the inside curb, and if you're really proud of your lap time, you'll hug it all the way up to the lines, save you a few hundredths, and that is a 1:18.8 to start things off in Sancho. Look tidy. We'll see if tidy is quick, and I'll sit on. Actually, Cadillac is on
that you have to look out for, I believe, would be Michelin at this stage. Although Turek just put in pole on medium, but I think Michelin might hit it now. No, he does slower. Okay, my bad.
1,000th of a second, but Turek on mediums is to be honest,
excuse me.
I'm expecting the 17s to be the representative soft running lap time.
Being 5 tenths slower.
Portugal really rubbers in. Yeah, I mean the mediums are probably only about 5-6 tenths slower. Kind of compare it to Spain, if you will.
Very fair.
Very similar tracks. Kent goes 1:18.1, provisional pole positions. A lot of drivers on track at the moment. The model with Jardin at the moment, which, if I'm not mistaken, is their home Grand Prix. The Portuguese driver. Could be wrong. Goes P8 provisionally at the moment on the 19.8, so time to find there. I'm expecting quite a close grid, to be honest. This track gets quite a lot of hype. Fredrickson seems to have fluffed a couple of laps. It's early on in the session, so it doesn't really matter. It'd be good to get a good banker in for everybody. I'm on board now with Cadillac, who avoids invalidating in the turn 11. Not sure if this will be an overly quick time, but it'll still be a time as long as they keep it valid. Have got one of the we've got Kent, who's actually completely DNF'd. I just missed that completely. He was off at turn 2. Probably took too much to the curb at turn 1, tried to save it, got a bit squirrely, and that was it. What time is Cadillac going to do? Probably in the 18 somewhere. That's an 18.5. I mean, P5 is pretty respectable, especially on a U set of softs. We got anyone else going out for more than one run at the moment? Smith slowed down. Jardin's behind Fadia's AI. Jesus Christ, this AI is so slow. Oh my god. I wonder if there's ever a world where a player would get penalised with a grid penalty for blocking because an AI was driving their car.
Fadia is out on a lap on the medium. Interested to see what the Aston Martin does.
Yeah, definitely. Again, you know, I was just closing the poll on the chat just so I could.
P6 on mediums.
Yeah, definitely. It's not bad at all. Really not bad. Seeing a few quite a lot of drivers in the pits, a few going out for their out laps. So you can see I've actually managed to get everyone added this week, so we've got a full grid satisfying. Sam Bob with Stewart. Like me, they went a lap down last week, so it'll be interesting to see what they can do this week. Hopefully lots of practice. Stewart going for a run on the mediums, avoids the apex entirely, which I wouldn't necessarily recommend. Maybe tyres are a bit cold still. Not too sure. Definitely doesn't want to spin out on the uphill left-hander. Completely just goes off the throttle. Definitely use track width to your advantage. Leaving a lot of room on both sides of the track. Yellow flags in Sector 3. I think that's one of the Aston Martins just getting out of the way, probably for deer.
Just unfortunately invalidated his lap. It was looking quite quick, to be fair.
Yeah, it's unfortunate indeed. Let's stay on board with Stewart. Try and give everyone a full lap just so we can see the comparisons. It says Stewart got a purple sector too. You know what this game's like.
Maybe the bug.
Yeah, if you haven't set a time, then it will normally just say, "Hey, you're purple. Good job." No one likes false hope.
I feel like Bakalik is getting held up by a Red Bull.
Yeah, it's
Red Bull of, I think,
the Mexican
Smith.
Minister of Defense.
Yeah.
Gotta let him do his job.
Oh, okay.
So they're getting a bit racy. Stewart puts in an
Yeah.
18.6, so I think if he addresses his first sector a little bit, he'll be on for a very competitive lap time overall. But not bad, not bad. See what Sancho's doing in the middle sector at the moment, just coming through sector 2 into the hairpin of, I believe, turn 5. Yes, it is. Up the hill, good exit speed as well. Taps the inside apex, it doesn't spin. Want to avoid this one and just go as wide as you can up the hill. Almost straightening the car up a bit earlier and just taking the curb. Sweeping through the right hand. Definitely take a lot of curb there and get away with it. Helps with your minimum speed and carry a couple of attempts through there.
That click went P9.
Pretty nice.
Probably held up by the Red Bull. Probably more pace in that McLaren.
I'd imagine so. He's been pretty quick the whole season. Both McLarens have to be fair. Definitely one of the stronger teams. Woohoo! There he is.
The Alfa Romeo boys. 1-2 at the
Sancho
moment.
doesn't improve on his current lap time. Back looks like in people through. Loving a lot of the helmet designs.
Whoa! Son.
Try and get someone on a flyer. Dan McBritty is he's going in. Fredrickson's on a flyer at the moment. Says he's got a purple 2 now, purple sector 2 now as well.
No time set.
Yeah, I know. Looks pretty
So a pinch of salt.
pacey.
Yeah, he's looking quite tidy through the second to last corner there, penultimate. He takes the sweeping right hand around.
See this being another 118. Oh, he's hugging that right inside as well. That's what I like to see. 18.2. That would have been 18.3 if he went wide there.
Nice lap from Fredrickson.
Peña's doing quite on the Alpine as well. He's P6 currently, provisionally. He's backing off of the his current lap, so probably just a mistake. Doesn't want to ruin his tyres. Got an AlphaTauri behind him, so just wants to make sure he gets clear of that. Unless they're on an out lap. Jardim's actually on a hot lap, so hopefully Peña will get out of the way.
But he's invalidated.
Never mind. Crawl along, my friends. You crawl along. Let's see.
JP disqualified.
Yeah, Fadil's been disqualified for going the wrong way. Which normally just means spun out, waited for for cars on a lap to go through, and then game's like, nah, it's too long. You're gone. It's really unfortunate for the last. Oh no, hang on, that's the wrong one. Sorry, Fadir and the new reserve, Paddy Hala. Apologies if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. The names look quite similar. So it's not Fadir who's invalidated, it's Paddy Hala, but unfortunately not setting a lap time, which I guess means all to gain in the race.
Oh, the two Alpha Tauris.
Are they going a bit argy-bargy
One of
like?
them no longer has a front right end plate.
Oh boy. I'm assuming it's it's Jardim. There's enough time to get background, but it's annoying for that to happen at the start of your lap. Mishler goes pole provisionally by 0.5 on the Alfa Romeo Paul Hill. So the two title contenders at the moment right next to each other on the grid. I'd like to see these guys start 1-2 as it is now. No, Turek wouldn't though.
Turek said no.
Fun police has arrived.
Yeah, the fun police decided to
Okay, well let's count on Fredrickson getting P2 or someone like that, just so we can... I want to see these guys on the same row, I just want to see them scrap. That's all I want to see. Yellow flags, middle sector, I think it's McBritty slowing down.
Up by 300 this Fredrickson.
Okay.
So he is going faster. Just see what the... he's up by nearly 2/10 now.
Oh, right. I think...
Currently
been on board for Snape this whole lap. I didn't realise he'd backed off because of the collision with his teammate. So it's only fitting I actually sit on board for the lap he's trying to complete, right?
Fredrickson.
Don't
see if he
bottle it.
hugs that inside. Oh, he's hugging it. Just straighten up that card nice and early. He does go P4. Not bad
Hey,
lap
not
from
bad.
Mercedes.
Getting consistent lap times there. I think he was an 18.2 before that, so...
Although I have noticed he's on 3-lap-old tyres.
Oh, that was the same set and he went quicker. Okay, that's not bad. But you're going to want to beat that lap time again. Maybe I'd have bailed out if it was only a 1/10 improvement.
Yeah, you don't want to have those tyres on.
No, definitely not.
Get a different set of boots on, Fredrickson. You'll like it at the right.
We're sitting board with McBurty here, who got an interesting line through turns 3 and 4. The only one not to set a lap time yet. Does a 23.8 in the first sector, which can definitely be improved upon. I've seen people in the 22s today. It's really not. Oh, okay. Just I can tell he's driving cautious. I think you really just have to throw yourself at this track and know where you can keep the car facing forward. From my race here last season, I can very much vouch that this is one of the tracks you really need to have practiced on. There are certain lines that work and certain ones that are either really slow but work or don't work at all.
And learning throttle management around here is important, especially for those uphill sort of off-camber corners.
And the last corner, well, a penultimate corner, but the last real corner.
Yeah.
And McBurty looks to be going again.
Don't blame him.
I mean, he's got Snake behind him, who... He's got his fuel light on, but it seems to be going...
McBurty
fast.
has once again invalidated.
Oh. Did pretty well to get out of the way of Snape, all things considered.
Whoa!
Didn't have a lot of time to react.
Hill.
Paul Hill, you need to stop. You're going to get Bellini'd.
Whoa, Bacali. Sorry, Bacali. Melko, now we've got some times coming in from the time machine.
Yeah, the track's rubbing in.
Let's go. Let's see what times people are really going to be starting to punch in now. Next driver is a...
Carolite's on a lap at the moment.
Stewart. Stewart is the next driver, but he's coming because he's invalidated. Behind him is Fadia. See what time this man pumps in.
Carolite's had a bit of a scruffy lap at the moment. Oh, he's bailed completely. Why am I so bad at realising these things? Jesus Christ. That's a 16.9.
Has broken the 160.
I know he was having a go at people for, you know, being asked how he was so quick at France, but if he's going to repeat that pace, then we're going to attribute to that being purely driver-based. That's what I like to see. A really good lap.
Yeah, might get Bellini treatment soon.
And my time trial personal best at the moment is 16.8.
He's a 10th off of it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hitting it consistently. There's more room there, but that's not the point. You're doing this in an actual quali session. I imagine track conditions are near perfect as it is, but still. That's a pretty huge lap. Brady's still struggling here at the moment.
For his last lap of the session. Oh no, he's going to start his second flyer. So he's done a cooldown lap and he's starting his next lap. Right at the end of the session.
At the moment he's on a flyer. Takes Portimao very nicely, swooping through 12 up to 13.
He's down by 6/100th though.
Yeah, it's very minor. Take a really, really tight inside exit here, then you gain a lot of time. I don't think he's going to gain it here, to be honest.
See if he keeps it tight on the inside. No, he's gone wide.
Mayfield for 2 laps, but it doesn't have the ERS to support another hot lap. It's 1/10 quicker.
Not bad.
It does put him up a place. I know Michela's about to start a lap as well. I think I'll stay on board with him. McBurty's retired on the track out of the way of everyone, which is fair enough. I don't think it's his personal favourite track. Michelin very lucky to keep that valid. He carried a lot of speed outside the track limits there.
Higo Pina coming over the finish line with a 2/10 improvement, but isn't
Why
currently
there's so
able to
many
keep
retirements? What's
people getting it
happened?
off the corners.
Oh, Fredrickson's around. Mishler got a cracking view of that.
Yeah, that's his teammate.
Mishler coming up to Portimao now. I want to see his sector split. Ideally...
Very wide.
Oh, he's kept that
Somehow
ballad
purple.
again. He's 4.5 tenths up.
Oh my god.
Mishler's got lucky with track limits twice here. This might be the blessed lap. Unless Jardim gets in the way. I don't think it's going to affect Mishler all that much, to be honest. Unless Jardim parking on the apex. Come on.
That's gonna hurt.
That's going to lose
He's still
Mishler a
improved.
10th. Yeah, but it could have been P2.
Yeah. P3.
That would have been P2.
Definitely. But still, not bad.
Could be important for the championship, though. Mishler starting behind
If
Hill.
Mishler really dislikes it, he can record it.
I know. I
We
just
got it
like.
on stream, maybe?
I like dramatizing things.
Very true. Speaking of dramatizing things, Drive to Survive.
Yeah, I mean,
Comes
I
up.
won't say anything. I've watched a couple of episodes.
Looking good.
Yeah, it's doing typical Drive to Survive things
I
of
think.
building up the drama. I'm wanting to
Take
see that episode with McLaren at Monza.
Oh yeah, so I can't wait. And you know the one at Monaco and the obvious hatred between Sainz and Lando.
Oh God. They were the best of friends until they weren't. Just waiting for Pena's car to get put to bed. So you know how you know the cars that drive around, they actually continue getting tyre wear until everyone's in the pit box, right? I wasn't like streaming or anything, but I was watching one of the streams and there was an AI car bugged lighting up the rear tyres they were like half beached in the gravel, and they were just lighting up the rears on the tarmac for a good 30-40 seconds. And I'm just wondering what the tyre condition would be like. But anyway, we got Fadia P1, Hill P2, 4.5 tenth gap from Fadia to Hill. That is huge.
Oh, and it's all gone.
And then we have Mishler P3, Milko P4, Turek P5, Bakalik and Karolak, the two McLarens, getting P6 and 7, Stewart P8, Fredrickson P9, and Kent, who retired near the start of the session, P10.
Oh, he's gonna hate himself.
That's quite unfortunate, because everyone else below him will they'll get their free tyre choice. I think yeah, that one's going to sting a little bit. To be fair, the strategy's quite simple around here. You do best part of 12, 13, or as many laps as you can on the softs, and then you just put the mediums on, or vice versa. Just depends where you qualified and how fast you want to be at the end of the race.
Okay.
And race strategy wise, it's going to be important for the soft runners to bolt away from the medium runners as soon as they can, especially before DRS.
Sure. Makes sense. Starting the warm-up lap now. Fadia leading the way. Very good lap in qualifying. Followed closely behind by Hill. Sort of the three sort of protagonists, I would say. I think Fadia's definitely picked it up a bit since I think it was China, where he wasn't really in it, but now they're really there in the thick of it. Hill, Mishler, and then Melko, good driver. Then Turek, who had a fantastic showing in I believe France, I believe it was.
Yes, it
and
was very
then
quick.
just fell off the face of the planet. Bakalik, Stuart Fredrickson, a very nice qualifying from him this week, as McBreathy and JP have been told that they're going to have cold tyres.
It's one of the new reserves of Paddy Haller. Unfortunate, but it happens.
They're going to hate it on those cold mediums. But Kent P9, he's not hating it as much, considering I think there was a couple of 5-place grid penalties. But still would like to be on those mediums. Kopachevsky, interesting decision from him. He's also gone for softs. I would have gone for medium.
Yeah, I mean, being #blessed to start outside of the top 10 positions on tyre strategy, but then getting bumped up a place. Definitely a good opportunity for mediums. Yeah, it reminds me of China as well. I was scared out of my mind. I know how potent the softs are a late race round there. I had to slug it out on like 13 lap old mediums when you pit.
So, lining up for the start of, is it round 7? Round 7.
Round 7. Yeah, I mean, unless you're an AlphaTauri or the Haas of Sen, then you're just cruising.
Yes.
You're just cruising. AlphaTauri split strategy, that's good.
This Haas has pulled off some dirty strat of, I'm going to make everyone's tyres cold.
Yeah, we call that sneaky.
I call that smart.
I mean, the two McLarens, they've opted for the same strategy. Obviously, Cadillac being outside the top 10, could have put the mediums on. Alpines are on different strategies. Oh, really?
Yeah.
God knows. Anyway, the lights are coming on now, so we're just waiting for the race start.
Oh.
The lights are out, and it's go for PC3 in Portugal. We got Fredrickson with a drive-through. Hill going up the inside of Fadias. The action's going to start straight away. There is contact, and Hill spun due to the contact.
Oh dear. But somehow Fadia has managed to get through unscathed.
Yeah, definitely. We got Bakalik
jumped all the way up to P2. Mishler and Fredrickson P4, but there is a driver of those two, namely Fredrickson with a drive-through, I believe it is, for a jump start.
Coming in hot. Look, us up the front left into that hairpin. We've got a few cars wide at the back. Let's see what's happening here. So we've got a few people dropping off the back. There's Melko, Turek, and Hill. Obviously, Hill with the...
McLaren and Bakalik has gone.
It was inevitable. It was inevitable. We all knew it was going to happen. That is not the time of the race where you want to be spinning.
Hot tyres from now on.
Cadillac trying to try out the inside of
everyone's
Pena.
past them as well.
Yeah, definitely. That sucks. That's really unfortunate. Kent's going to have to fly the flag for Alfa Romeo here and really try and do as much damage as he can against the Mercedes. Having said, I still think Hill's within a good chance of a good result here.
Kopachevsky's overtaken Snape on the penultimate corner.
We've got Fredrickson in the pit. That must be for damage.
No, he had a penalty.
Oh, was it the drive-through?
Yeah, he's doing the drive-through.
Oh, okay, fair enough. And Snape's in the pit. That's not for a drive-through. As it currently stands, Vadia leads Mishler from Kent. Then there's a bit of an air gap to Kopachevsky and Pena, the two Alpines, having a pretty decent start to the race. Sen is P6 from last.
You know what? It's a good start for the Haas.
Kind of huge. Paddy Haller and the Aston Martin. Just been passed by Hill, but they're having a pretty solid first race. There was a bit of an air gap between Hill and Jardim. Just to be expected, Hill did have the contact on lap 1. I think everyone is just trying to settle in at this point. There's actually a lot of people who are not going to be within DRS range of each other. Smith challenging Pena is still on the lighter, the softer compounder tyre. Stay on board with him. Maybe you can get the move done into the first corner. Right on the back of Pena's gearbox. He's a good exit here. And he's got it. Has to actually slow down a little bit as well. So you see the fastest lap time starting to come down a bit as well. Pena's already... Oh no, that was just for the lap. Pena doesn't have enough ERS to defend with. Yeah, that's Smith on Pena into turn 1. Pena sticks it out around the outside, but the move was kind of already sealed. Sancho's now back on the back of Pena as well, so this might be a lap to forget for the Alpine driver, who goes wide out of turn 4. But still gets DRS, so I think Sancho may send one up the inside here, and he does. Slightly later on the brakes, so then just lets go of the braking and goes deep. And forces Pena deep as well, and Pena decides, you know, I'm going around the outside here and taking this position back. May have to let Sancho through. Sancho is... yeah, he has to let Sancho through. It's only losing them time at this point. So Kopaszewski, Pena's teammate, is about 2.5 seconds behind Kent. But he's cruising. He's got an get behind him as well. We've got yellow flags. That is Sen. What's happened there?
First 3-second penalty of the race has been dished out to Snape in the AlphaTauri. Right down in 16th.
Lap 3 out of 33 and a penalty for 3 seconds. Pena's been disqualified.
For going the wrong way.
Okay, that's BS. I spun there last season. I made it all the way across the actual hill, and I didn't get disqualified for anything. So we shouldn't disqualify him just for, you know, spinning. Kind of what happens when your car spins, no?
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. Fadia's broke DRS to Mishler, who I think in turn has broke DRS to Kent. But they're all still close.
The front three are just... try and catch up to one another. It's going to be an interesting concept.
Everyone's bolted it.
Oh, Fadia's got it a bit squiggly on it.
Mishler did as well.
They're all getting a bit squiggly, are they?
Kent was a bit more careful, so neither of them really gained any time on each other.
One driver I think we do need to keep an eye on, carving his way through the pack a little bit, is Hill. I think
he's
after
up to
his
P7
spin,
already.
back up to P7.
That's good. Well, that's what I like to hear. I'm looking at Backlit trying to pass Zen now so he can sit nicely behind his teammate. McLaren's trying to cut their way through the field themselves after not the best start.
No. Backlit with the spin.
Padehala has spun the infamous turn 8 of Samsung. It's unfortunate, but they're keeping on going.
I don't think Kent is going to be catching Mishler anytime soon.
You reckon?
Well, Mishler has 86% of his battery.
Oh,
Kent is 30.
Okay. You said I wasn't on board with Kent when you started that. Hill is right on the back of Sancho. He's thinking about sending the move on the inside of Sancho. Forces him to lock up instead.
He's making it. Around the outside of turn...
I'm not sure who's going to get DRS here. Hill gets DRS. Hill managed to get DRS on Sancho. I was convinced Hill was ahead of the detection. But that is Hill up to P6 already. He's driving with a vengeance. I want to see how quickly he closes the gap to Smith. Because he's at the point now where he's got the pacey drivers.
Padilla with a 3-second time penalty.
That is bloody murder to his race. Melko gets one as well. Padehala is unfortunately DNF'd. That's caused a safety car here. So I'm going to go on board with Fadia, her teammate, just to see if I can see what went wrong. It's an unusual place to lose the car, but it might have been curbs, might have been something else.
Oh, Fadia's coming to the pits.
Butterfly on the screen, I don't know.
People are pitting.
It's unfortunate for their Aston Martin reserve on their debut.
Okay, so we've got pitting onto medium tyres for the front three or so? As Hill has gone through.
Yeah.
Speeding under safety car, Hill with a drive-through.
Oh no!
Oh, for a man.
I'm looking at the stark emotionlessness of his driver, and I'm like, yep, that's Hill. That's exactly what he's looking like right now. So right after the safety car ends, and he's bunched up with the back, he's got to say goodbye to them, and be 20 seconds behind everybody. Poor guy.
Well, there's probably going to be.
Yeah, I mean, sure there will be, definitely.
It's Portugal.
All of that grit, determination, and hard work of carving your way back through the field has just been undone by probably a bit of a buggy delta on the game, as it normally is. Stewart gets 5 seconds for speeding into the pits. Snape's in as well. All of the people lower down the field taking full advantage of this. Smith leads, followed by Sancho. They've opted to stay out, and Smith will probably be able to do another 6 laps, 7 laps, 8 laps, and then he'll be in the box for more than likely mediums. Net race leaders of Vadia, Mishler and Kent are all slotted in behind Sancho, and then Kopaszewski's benefited from being able to catch up, and they pitted onto mediums as well, so...
Kent's gone onto a fresh set of soft.
Yeah, either unfaithful that the mediums will reliably make it to the end, or fully confident in there being another safety car. Which, given the level of error we've seen so far in these 6 laps and how spread this field is, I would not be surprised.
Wait, Smith's pitted.
Did he not get the chance to on the first lap? I'm confused. He must have done, right? He was behind the other top 3.
Yeah.
That's
questionable.
It's a bit of a misplay, but I guess it's still better to pit now than under green flag running. He's kicking himself for not doing that a lap sooner. How far is he going to drop? He's going to drop to P12, right? Yeah, Carolak gets him as well. Damn, it sucks. So Sancho's on new race leader. He's only on 6 lap all mediums. There's only been 6 laps of the race completed, so... I guess you could say he's the net race leader at this point. Unless Vadia and Mishler Kopaszewski decide they're not stopping again. It'll be interesting to see. Hopefully everyone can catch up nice and quickly. Snape and Stewart have gone on to hard, so they're definitely intending on going to the end on those tyres. Sancho getting a bit close to the safety car. Really admiring the Mercedes red beast of a machine. Probably have one more lap of safety car after this.
I think Mercedes weird. It's got no side pods.
Oh, is that right?
The one you...
Yeah, I know I have. I was going to ask the one you're referring to actually red.
Yes.
Ah.
Red in the face of the fact that there's no side pods.
I like how Red Bull have already complained about that.
Well, no, didn't they also complain about the front wing or something?
Probably. I mean, Karen Horner has said that quite a few things
Karen Horner
are in fact illegal.
Aaron Horner.
Bro, just chill out. You can't be salty that your delusional old man of a sidekick didn't think of these things himself. Just reading the chat. Yeah, I know my chair sucks. I'm sorry. Travelled 200 miles on the back of a trailer and it's never been the same since. I really need a new one.
What, chair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like this is going to be the last lap of safety car.
I really hope so.
I think we've been under the safety car for about 4 laps now. So...
I think I'd like to say 3. They're long. They're very long laps.
As we believe this, we should be on board. Maybe, who are you going to be on board with?
I normally follow second place, but Vatia's got a penalty, so sorry, you're out. I'm following Mishler.
Well, I'm going to follow Vadia, because I think if he gets a good start, he's able to jump Sancho.
He needs to.
Off the start. Making 3 seconds might not be too high of a task, because if Sancho does want to defend this position and block Mishler a little bit, you know, some people do play unoptimally, so to speak.
Yeah. Safety cars in this. I mean, Vadia's got 2 goals. It's overtake Sancho and break the DRS to Mishler, and then
go
put in as fast laps as he can to stay as far away as possible from Kent.
Well, out of all the drivers, I was seeing him. Although I think
Sancho is not leaving a lot of gap to the safety car. It's going to make his restart a bit difficult. He's going to have to go quite late.
But he is still warming tyres. Get closer, man.
I was going to say, Sancho could have had a free restart there, and he kind of does. Maybe. Actually,
behind if Michelin's being jumped by Kent,
I think that was Fadia's plan. You know, get Kent to pass Michelin, and then defend Kent. Trust his pace.
Yeah, not bad as he's already caught up to the back. Oh, nearly gets.
So I think Sancho is going to get the quicker exit here, and he's going to have him down the straight.
What a Jesus Christ! What a exit from Fadia.
Insert the word that starts with F that we're all thinking. And that is... now Fadia just has to bolt it.
How has he got that good of an exit?
He's hacking, bro. Come on. It's the only logical explanation. Yeah, he's been practicing a lot. I've seen him online basically every day that I've been practicing, so...
These exit speeds are something.
I like the line he takes through Portimao as well. Takes it nice and wide on the outside curb. He's done exactly what he needed to do. I could just keep building the gap, bridge the 3 seconds and cruise.
And Sancho is doing exactly what he needs to do for Fadia. He's holding up Kent and Michelin. This is worked perfectly for Fadia because the mediums aren't actually as old as they say that they are at this stage. Like, yeah, they're 2 laps old, but they've been also under 4 laps of safety car, so they're not actually they're not going to be as old as they would be at the end. As Kent is trying to overtake Sancho on the inside. So
Sancho kind of concedes that place. You know, Kent's on the fresher and softer compound, so
I think there's been a bit of a there's a lot of moves being done back for the lower score.
Some archy-bargy midfield running going on here. I like what I see.
But he's already made.
Well, Stewart's retired. Stewart's lost it on the final corner, so that might have been where Paddy Howler lost her car as well.
But he has already made 2.4 seconds.
Yeah, and he's gained 0.3 of a second on Kent so far this lap already. Fadia is pretty quick.
Some of his exit speeds are insane.
Yeah, they are like optimal. They look very, very clean. Put that down to some good old-fashioned hard work and practice.
Could be.
Bit of a train forming. I say train, it's derailed a little bit. Everyone's trying to scrap for positions on the lower half of the top 10. It goes all the way back from, I guess, Melco all the way to Bakalik and
This
B12.
reminds me of Ero Portugal like a couple of seasons ago where that massive crash happened. Holy hell.
Felipe, baby, chill.
Who's Karolak? Oh,
ooh. 10 seconds?
I think that's going to be removed. He had no control over the car.
Or did he clip the inside curb and then go sideways? Oh, he got hit?
No, he got hit into the inside curb and went sideways.
Jesus Christ. Yeah,
got a bit of contact and yeah.
Very likely that penalty gets removed. May have to serve some of it if he decides to pit again. Ooh, Jardim's round. Just lights up the rear end. Ingrid's in second. Yeah, that's a reset to track as well.
That's a reset to track as well. Come on, bro. Can't be doing that.
Exposed. I'm allowed to make my chair squeak for that one. Karolak lets Bakalik through.
Number 10.
Almost.
Resetting to track.
How many times do we have to say you can't reset to track?
Yeah.
Smith's ghosted and gets a 3-second penalty. Doesn't look like an AI, but looks like a Red Bull with 5% ERS. He's going to get passed on the straight.
Kent has managed to close the gap to a little bit, but on these softs, he's going to have to pit again.
Yeah, he's going to... I'm just going to rephrased what I was about to say from what was going to come out of my mouth. He's on the back of... Well, he should be on the back of Fedea at this point, but it's not quite happened that way. Turek gets past Smith.
Fedea's restart was insane.
Oh, yeah. The whole strategy of just backing your rival up into a soft compound running Alfa Romeo's really worked out well. It's kind of accelerated his plan. And again, we've got Fedea, Kent and Mishler all around 2 seconds
Of each other.
Of each other, yeah. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1, but I don't really see anything bad happening there. Got the 2 AlphaTauris and Hill all scrapping in Sector 3 at the moment for the minor places in this race. Hill having now served his drive through. Snape's got no front left end plate. There might be contact there. Jardim's AI is driving at the moment, so I don't quite know what's going on. He's just hovering that reset to track so he can use it whenever he needs to. Efficient move. And Smith's had a bit of a moment in Sector 1, brings Hill right to the back of him. I'm expecting Hill to get the pass done very, very, very quickly. He's going to get it done on this this back straight.
So once again, keeping an eye on the leader. He's once again pulled like a 2-second gap. So Kent's decision to go on to another set of softs might bite him in the butt. Here.
Yeah, speaking of butts and being bitten on them, am I right? McBritty's DNF'd. And Sancho ruins Kopaszewski because Kopaszewski just slams the brakes because the safety car got called out.
So Kent's pitting for this safety car. This might actually work into Kent's favour a little bit. He won't lose.
No, he can run fresh mediums to the end now, and it's like guaranteed, no need to pit.
I don't think
Sancho and Fredrickson are in as well.
Everyone has to go under safety car pace, so
yeah, Kent's going on the mediums. They've all got to adhere to the delta, and most of the cars behind him are pitting, so he's actually only lost 2 places. Kopaszewski and Melko have decided to carry on. Hill is capitalising on these pit stops. He's going to be right behind his teammate.
Sancho's gone onto a set of softs now.
Paul is going to... Well, I know most people are going to have 100% ERS at the end of the safety car, but Hill's already got 90%.
Oh.
So I think he's been conserving during the race quite well.
Hill and Kent.
It's going to suck for Snape, man. He pitted the lap before this.
Yeah. He's probably kicking himself a little bit.
He'd probably be around where Turek is on track at the moment if the safety car was called out a lap sooner, but that's kind of just what happens. Just take it as it is.
Taking on the chin.
On the bright side, he's got fresh medium tyres on. Sancho's on softs.
They're not going to make it half a race distance, buddy.
No, I think he's banking on there being another safety car because he started mediums.
He did. You are correct. I do think... But all that work that Fedea did at the beginning, all for naught. As,
so it would seem.
His main rival behind him, and only 3 places back from the driver who was fighting him for P1 only a mere few laps ago on 7-lap fresher tyres, which will definitely now go towards the end.
Yeah.
The win, in my opinion, currently look in Kent's favour.
Yeah,
I don't think
you could be right. I mean, it depends.
If he can make the moves on Melko Kopaszewski, he's going to be a lot quicker than Mishler and Fedea.
Yeah, I agree.
On rubber.
I think it's very much going to be a case of how much quicker is Fedea compared to everyone else. He was gapping Kent on the when Kent was on the softer compound. Snape and Sen having a bit of a race, just catching up to the safety car, but they've slotted in now. They're only waiting for Karolak. So we should see, hopefully, safety car come in this lap. It goes quite slowly around here.
And it does. It's a ball being behind the safety car. Around the street, around the tarmac of Portimao. The streets of Portimao.
Go on, Karolak. Go on, mate.
Get on the back of it.
Go on, mate.
Go on. Ah.
Nice.
It would've- it
Sector
would've
2
gone
split.
well.
It might be a late call. Come on, he's there. Yes!
Hey, he's got it.
Yes!
Well done, Karolak. Good man. Right. Restart. Keeping an eye on Michelin.
The pace
Keep
was
an eye on
pacey.
Kent.
Cool. Yeah, Fadira is slowing the pack down well. Give him a lot of options on what he wants to do on the restart. Michelin's just doing it right, and he's not really heating his tyres up. Satisfied with the temperature they are at the moment. Probably get a bit closer to Fadira here. I think Fadira's just gonna bolt it in 3, 2, 1. There he goes.
Yeah, he did.
Woo!
Kent and Hill get a good restart, to be fair. Just gonna keep an eye on
Yeah,
the
I mean,
Alfa
Fadira's already gapped Michelin by a second. I'm going to put the crystal ball away now.
Kent making a move on the Haas of Melko? No, maybe not. Thought better of it. He really needs to get round Melko as Smith makes a move on Kent's teammate Hill. Nice move from the Red Bull as Fredriksson is also looking to make moves. All for the fight for...
Up the inside of...
Fredriksson
That's a
with
bit of a hill sandwich! Oh my god, what was that re-entry?
All the way down.
And Hill's been disqualified?
Why has Hill been disqualified?
He got spun by the Red Bull of Smith for a pretty questionable re-entry onto the track after the 3 wide move into turn 5. And he's been disqualified because of it. I'd be fuming.
That is not
Can already tell
good.
the chat's going to kick off.
I've got my eye on it.
Jesus. Backlick's fallen away from the back of everyone else. And Jardam's ghosted.
Waj in the chat was saying how painful that was. As
Yeah,
Ken-
no, I agree. That was
painful.
bad.
Kent really struggling to find a way past Melko
Yeah,
in the
let's
Haas.
see, it's still
This
sitting
is
P5 at the moment.
wow.
DRS will make things easier, but then you're waiting 3 laps to get past anyone.
He's already down to 30% ERS. He burns through his ERS. Doesn't save it a lot, does Kent?
That's,
I think that might be some part of his race that he needs to improve on.
yeah, I mean, unless you for definite know you're going to pass someone, or you're trying to gain lap time, just don't press it.
Like, just because it's there does not mean it has to be used. It's a bit like money, right? Just because money's there doesn't mean you have to spend it.
Yeah, I'm not going to preach about it because I'm bad with that.
What, money?
Yeah.
Or ERS management?
Oh, I'm good with the RS management.
Yeah, I just don't use it half the time.
I forget it's there.
Yeah, like I'm sitting there.
David,
putting
you've got
in
100%
lap time,
ERS
I'm like,
management. I promise.
As the ERS has now been.
He's going to get Melko
and-
on the straight here unless he's below
But he's
10% now.
in
And Melko is
single digits.
Melko's not even using his.
Maybe there's a higher downforce setup on that Alfa Romeo.
It must be. He was losing time in the slipstream. We had 2 rack rounds on his 3-lap-old now scorched hard tyres. Very unfortunate for the Williams reserve. Just business as usual for Dia and Mishler at the moment. Senna's... I think it was Senna who had the problem. I'll hop on board with Sancho on his soft tyres. The edge of the top 10. He's got Snape and Smith up ahead of him. And Snape's catching Smith, who is being caught by Sancho, so... Spicy little battle, I reckon, is going to emerge here pretty soon. We'll have to keep our eyes on it. I just want to see if Kent's got any momentum on Melko whatsoever. He's not really in the slipstream at the moment. There he is now. They're both going to get DRS. I can't see Kent making a move. He's got no battery. He's literally ran out.
He's literally got 0%.
So Snaper's got past Smith, and Sancho is actually nowhere near them. It's probably a dodgy exit out of the final corner. Kent gets 3 seconds to beat.
He's going to make a move on the inside of the Haas.
Melko just holds the inside line. He's going to have DRS again. Kent just, even with the slipstream, DRS. Just...
He's going to make a move.
Oh, Melko's made a dive.
Contact. I don't think the dive was intended from Melko. I think that was supposed to be a defensive move. But...
Yeah, probably just a tiny bit too late on the break in there. It happens. He locked up. He was really trying to get that car stopped. Just a little tap on the rear from Kent. That's also probably accidental. Fredrickson's caught up to the back of this. Snake's caught up to the back of this. So is Smith. Now, so is Sancho.
Big train from P4.
P4 to P9.
P4 to P9.
Oh, Smith, there was not a gap there, my friend.
Oh, Ken is making a...
Oh, Snape stove Fredrickson. Nice. Sancho went really wide. Oh, Carolax caught up to this. Oh, someone's gonna die.
Gonna make the move. Someone's gonna die. It's squeaky bum time for the AlphaTauri. He's made the move. Oh, but he's got no DRS to defend. Oh no, he's got the DRS to defend. It's the Haas of Melko that has no DRS.
It's a train going past Snape at the moment. Kent is probably being eyed up as their next meal.
Wow, there's a spin! I think it was Fredrickson who's gone.
Who's surprised? Who is surprised?
Also,
gets slapped in the face with a 3-second penalty and another car. Carolax's gonna have a look. Sancho's having a look. Ah, 3 wide again! No, stop it, please!
What?
Well, the last time 3 cars went side by side into that corner at DNF, one of them.
One of them got DNF.
Yeah.
As we move back towards the top of the grid, Kent has gotten onto the back of Kopaszewski.
No, I mean, all that really means is now Kopaszewski's joined the fight for what's now P3. This is going to be the rest of the race.
I hope so. Good racing as Kent trying to make a move around the Alpine. Looking quite interesting. Probably trying to get to keep it nice and tight for the long right-hander. Using his ERS that he now basically has none of. Opens up the DRS pack.
Get on the back of Kent.
Come on, Snape.
Carolax just cruising behind Melko. Melko's nearly out of ERS as well, to be fair. Snape's out of ERS.
5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Christ.
Kent is pushing Kopaszewski through the corners a little bit now. Is there going to be a move made into the hairpin?
Overtake a car.
Go on,
he got past Melko. Check shit. I'm sorry.
Move from the Alfa Romeo.
Hey, he's not the P3. That's good. He's doing all he can. I mean, he's got a penalty to worry about, but provided we don't have any more safety cars,
really
so gaps everywhere.
I
mean, Bellini did like.
Yeah, but Bellini doesn't count.
Well, he does, and he counted to 30.
Yeah, but it's a different track, different tyre wear.
No, I know. I mean, we know what the medium tyres are like. They're worth their weight in gold.
I love them on this game, dude. They're so good to drive.
I was wondering where Sancho was. I saw Melko go past him, and he's on the outside in the last 2 corners.
Oh, what a move from the Williams driver.
Goes a little
behind
bit
Fredrickson also going to make a move with 3-second time penalty being picked up.
Where did he get that penalty? He's in the middle of the road.
No idea. But Fredriksson has made the move up into P7. Nice move from the Mercedes.
I still can't believe Hill's disqualification.
Neither, but Karolak is trying to make a dive into the hairpin.
Well, Snake
again.
goes defensive,
Snake.
barks it in the middle of the track, but Karolak's like, oh, there he goes. Watch out, Snake, you've gone the wrong way for half a millisecond, mate. You're risking a disqualification there.
Yeah, the game's going to disqualify
watch
you.
Watch out.
Careful. Oh, has Bakalik's made a move on Melko?
I can't wait to see
Nice
the penalties
move on
after this.
Melko.
We've got 3 drivers left without penalties. Importantly, one of those is Michelou's within 3 seconds of Fedea. Turek going fastest, the 1:19.7 current fastest lap. I'll probably tumble. I'm fully expecting another safety car. It wouldn't be PC3 without more safety cars. Snape has passed Melko. Additionally, Melko is now 10th. From wherever he was before, which was not 10th. Centro is too far behind Fredriksson to make a move. Melko's going into the pits, so he's probably going to bolt on a fresh set of softs to the end.
10 laps on the softs will make him very quick, and then the closing stages of this race.
Definitely, yeah. Jardim is ghosted, so he's clearly left somewhere. Smith is not ghosted, and he's chasing down the ghost car. Yeah, Melko's put a fresh set of softs on to go the last 12 laps of this Grand Prix.
So, Fedea has once again decided to turn on his I'm a god of exits of corners.
He's got like a little button he presses, just like, exit's good now.
It's good now.
I doubt that very much. I've seen this guy on the game a lot. He's definitely put the time in, and it's paying dividends for him.
Well, it's like the old school German like shooter games where he's toggled.
He's toggled. No, he is not toggled.
He is making a lot of time on Michelin now.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Probably just been controlling the pace of this Grand Prix, and now that everyone's comfortable, extracting the extra pace out of the car that he's able to. Probably just been doing sufficient tyre management.
Oh.
Michelin's got a 3-second penalty now, so...
Okay, Fedea can calm down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he got his 3 seconds quite early on. He could be sat on 2 warnings, we don't know. Probably just best
So you can calm down a little bit now.
Yeah, but fast.
But the zoom is important, you are correct.
Don't know really Fredriksson is within DRS range of someone. Will I say that? Karolak's caught up to the back of Kopaszewski here.
Those fresher medium tyres, 8 laps fresher. Obviously pulling their weight.
And the car's weight.
Well, obviously. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Had nothing else to say, so I thought I'd be a dick.
No, they're obviously proving to be a good decision for Karolak and Kent. So,
big time here.
As Fedea and Michelin pitted.
Ah! Smith must be over the moon. He's not going to get lapped. Actually, here he is. Kent's staying out.
Onto a set of soft tyres.
Nice.
So we are going to have a bit of a strategy mix-up.
Kent's won the race.
See. Kent may have won the race.
Jesus Christ, what is this?
Unless Fedea and Michelin are...
Why is everyone unanimous in the fact that... Oh, Smith is a ghost. Oh, he's been lapped, that's why he's a ghost. I'm kind of stupid.
So unless Fedea and
Okay, Smith,
Michelin
you might
can
actually
really
just get out of the
a move
way of
on these
people.
soft tyres, then... Kent looks so far. With 8 laps to go. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean... Maybe the tyres were screaming. I doubt they'd have been that bad. I bet they were like 45-50%. They probably could have stretched to the end with like minor puncture risk.
Who knows?
I'm just thinking, if I was someone like Kopaszewski, If that's the case, I'd have stayed out. Penalty free.
Oh yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Got yellow flag. That is Turek.
He has already made 1.5 seconds. The back leg, that is.
Yeah. You'll get past him in like a lap, I guarantee it. Purple sector 3 just to rub in how quick he is.
He's probably going to get fastest lap.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I'd imagine, the running he's been practicing for. Seeing as he absolutely smashed quality.
Yeah.
Let's see, yeah, purple sector 1. Well, let me guess. Purple sector 2 as well. Everyone is now like closing in on each other theoretically with the new soft runners. Could see a bit of a bunch field at the latter stages of this race. I mean, saying that there's 7 laps to go, and let's just check the gap to the leader. Fadia's got 10.5 seconds to make to Ken.
He didn't get a purple sector 2.
Right. That's unacceptable. Alright, let's see.
But he has left Mishla now.
Oh yeah. In the dust, and Mish is what, 4 seconds behind now? There it is, a 118.4. That'll probably stick as the fastest lap unless Turek, who's now coming out of the pits, can do something about that. Bakalik's ERS light is on, so he'll be an easy pass. Probably actually on this next straight. Fadia's really lining up a good exit here. Might be a bit too far though. It's going to be very interesting to watch. So Kent leads Karalak by 1.5 seconds. I think that gap's been pretty consistent. A few seconds further down the road, you've got Fredrickson, who's got the Ghost Kara Smith trying to go for a faster slap by the looks of things. Bakalik barely keeping ahead of Fadia. It's going to be crucial for Fadia to get Bakalik as soon as possible.
Oh, he's going to go for it now? He's made the move on the inside.
I don't blame him. Oh no, Bakalik's hanging it out around the outside. He's going to be inside line for this corner. I don't know.
But I think those soft tyres.
I think I let Bakalik go a little bit here. And he does. He's very sly as well. Didn't really drop any speed to Bakalik for getting the DRS there. That's Alfadir up to P4. He's got 8.5 seconds to Ken in 6 laps. That's gonna be a mountain to climb, especially with traffic in the way. He's got 3 cars to overtake for this win. He's already gained 7 tenths on Ken through Sector 1 alone. So if he is able to pull like 2 seconds a lap, then victory could well be his. We know what the softs will do, they'll die. It's going to be pretty tight for the finish.
It is indeed.
That is Smith. Almost losing it twice. Wow. Not almost. Might have just given up, to be fair. That's a VSC. I don't want this to be an actual safety car. I want to see how this race goes. If Fadia is effectively going to lose... No, he's going to lose half a lap.
Well, not even that. He's going to lose DRS.
No, VSC doesn't reset the DRS timer in this game. It's weird.
Is it not?
No.
Karalak's pitted. Whoa!
Why?
Mistake from the McLaren.
Why have you done that? I'm going to get 1 fastest lap point, potentially, and I'm going to drop 4 places. I don't like that. I'll be the first to say.
Right, you're right. I think DRS wasn't disabled, but Bakalik is right on the back of Fadia. Fadia's...
Yeah, Fadia is just going to, like, quickly fly off. Annoyingly, not in DRS of Fredrickson. Although, in Fadia's favour, one less car to overtake now that Karalak has pitted for softs.
Indeed.
It's dropped P2 for P8. The cars around him are also on relatively fresh softs as well.
So if he overtakes Fredericks, which he will,
Yes.
does he make 5 seconds in 3 laps?
I'm not confident.
I don't
He's got
think
the
he
rest of this lap, 30, 31, 32 and 33, so there's 4 laps to go. He's going to get Fredrickson on the straight, that's a given.
Yeah.
He's then going to gain a
5.5
second and a half per lap onto Kent. I think he's able. He's got to drive bloody well for it.
Right, so he's going to make the move before the corner's even done.
Oh yeah, big time. And Kent is...
And now the hunt
Kent's
is
on
on.
constant recharge mode for his ERS.
Yeah. But
So
the hunt is now on for the Aston Martin.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Vidia, if I wanted to know comfortably that I'm catching Kent, I want to be 3.5 seconds behind him at the end of this lap.
Well,
It'll be interesting to see.
Well, he's made 5 tenths already.
Yeah, I mean, I could see him quite easily being, you know, under 4 seconds behind Kent at the start of the next lap. But it's going to be, how long can the softs keep up this this difference in pace?
Mega pace, yeah.
So I think they will start to drop off a little bit. They'll still be quicker than the mediums, of course, but closing speed.
He's made... Hang on. That's 3.7 seconds.
Snape gets
at
3
the end
seconds.
of the first time. So that's 1.2 seconds gained.
Oh, it's going to be close. Yeah,
There is a big opportunity for Fadia to win this race with this strategy, but I'd still say Kent is in the ascendancy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to assume that the mediums that Fadia and everyone else was on were just not going to make it to the end, because everyone was unanimous in the pit.
Yeah. But if you can make these softs remain the pace that they are, gain more time, gain...
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
realistically, within a second
yeah, exactly.
by lap 33.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Realistically, he doesn't need to really gain the whole delta on raw pace. He's got the ERS advantage on Kent. Once he's within DRS, which will be next lap, or well, it kind of has to be next lap. Then he'll be through.
Well, he's
Got 2 laps to gain another second.
Well, it's Hungary, Hamilton versus Verstappen, anyone?
Yeah. I don't know, Chief. I mean, Fadia gained, what, 1.6 seconds that lap? I think he's got
That's
him.
a lot of time to gain.
I think he's got him. He'll be within DRS at the end of this lap, I reckon.
Unless these softs drop off drastically.
I mean, they're good for...
They are going to do.
I mean, they're good for what? At this stage on the fuel they're on? 13, 14 laps?
Look at that
On
exit
light
out
fuel.
of the hairpin. It is so clean.
The mediums, you know, they're good for what, like 25 laps, realistically,
Yeah.
before they want to start popping.
Yeah.
So then neither tyre is that far off, like, their estimated, like, life expectancy. They've got about the same amount of laps left. But the softs are only, like, halfway through their cycles. The mediums are way further through.
Oh, yeah.
So it's expected Fadia's on the back of Kent.
Right.
Kent
It's the
needs
last
to
lap fight.
find a way to defend from Fadia here.
So much speed coming out of the corner. He's not even defending. Whoa!
I think
Whoa!
he's-
It's clever. He's
That
getting
is
the
clever.
DRS. It's clever.
Hopefully Kent can make the stick. He hasn't got the DRS. He's running a high downforce setup as well. He's not catching Fadia.
We assume. It is clever from Kent to see if he can defend with DRS. He's got another straight.
These next two corners are going to be punishing for his horn medium tyres.
See how well he can do. Oh, he's going for the move!
Oh, that's
a bit risky. I think that may have been the chance. He's not close enough. Ah, Ken. Unfortunate. Unless there's going to be some...
taking that exit priority line the whole race. So unless something happens to Fadia, that's a race won and done for him. He's decided to do it the hard way.
That's a full 27 points. Oh, fastest lap and the race win if he gets it.
Jesus, I mean, we've got people like Turek who are on fresh softs, but Turek has again been in a league of his own when it comes to overall pace. Should go through the last couple of corners now on board with Fadia. Not been the easiest win. It's been hard fought and convincing. He's coming over the line now to take another win in PC F3. So, dare I say, Mishler and Hill have got company near the top of the championship. 2 in a row. Very well done indeed. Kent gets second. Mishler ends up getting P3. Bakalik in 4th. Frederiksen P5. Sen still on the road at the moment. He's going to cross the line. 6th. Stays 6th. Karolak 7th. And followed by Sancho in 8th. Kopaszewski goes up to 7th. Running the penalty-free run. Fair play. Kept it clean. Got P7. Wasn't the fastest driver on track, but he was the cleanest, so... Well done.
You gain positions by not having to deal with penalty. So drive the day spent, last P whatever it was.
He got P6 in the end. It was it was a good drive. A couple of mistakes in there, but he stuck 23 laps out on the hards. Not bad at all. Fadia was shooting his arrows at everyone. I'm glad they're invisible.
I think after that performance, with full points...
Yeah, I mean, 27 points is kind of nuts.
The Bellini treatment might need to be made.
Well, leave that up to whoever it's up to. I'm looking forward to an exciting championship fight. I mean, Hill doesn't gain points today. Mishler gets 15. But again, you know, Fadia, 27 points. It's pretty huge, and Kent does the best he can for Alfa Romeo. Yeah, 8 tenths faster than Mishler. It's the next fastest lap. I mean, there's Turek on a 19 flat, but obviously his race didn't go the way that he'd maybe have wanted it to. So it's going to go through the race director. Christ, I forget how long PC3 race director is. Jesus Christ. Alright, we're there, we've done it. Have fun finding finding the penalties you guys want removed.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to reading these reports, to be honest.
It was an interesting race to PC F3. Congratulations including Fadia, Kent and Mishler, I believe.
Shall we do it again? Maybe tomorrow and Sunday.
What?
Just more content from the channel.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Do keep watching us over the weekend. We have a lot more races for you tomorrow. I believe it is. It'll be PlayStation.
It'll be PS F3, PS F2, and PC F2.
Well, you're going to see 2 of the commentator teams fight it out on track.
Yay. I'm going to spin. Go a lap down. Anyway, just before we end the stream, I want to thank our sponsors and partners, Bolida Mania, Grid Finder, Race Insight, JR Designs, and Discord for the continued support for the league. Unless you've got anything else to say, Ryan, that is going to wrap things up for today.
Just congratulations to everyone that drove. Well done to everyone that got points as well. A difficult track, so being able to keep all 4 wheels on it is challenge enough, and 33 laps of it is mind-boggling sometimes.
Yeah.
That's basically what I've got to say.
Especially if it doesn't go your way.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Take care, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like the stream.